Camel Trophy 94 in South America will be in 3 countries for the first time. Argentina, Paraguay and Chile. We start in Misiones in northern Argentina, across into Paraguay, through the swamps of Paraguay, and then cross back into Argentina for a week or so, up over the Andes to the Sicumpa Pass, which takes us into Chile, and then down through the Atacama Desert in Chile to the city of Antofagasta on the Pacific coast. Tremendous route, bit of everything, in fact more than we've ever seen before.
But nothing can quite prepare one for the experience of the Iguazu Falls. An extraordinary 1,050 cubic meters of water per second thunders down a 60-meter precipice into the swirling vortex below. Up above, tropical rainforest melts behind a permanent veil of mist. Legend tells of an enraged forest god collapsing the riverbed to send a pair of escaping lovers crashing to their doom. The result is this: the Devil's Throat.
This year's Camel Trophy will have more than just the heat and the humidity. We start in hot, humid conditions near the famous Iguazu Falls in northern Argentina, and it is absolutely amazing. And I think that both the journalists, the press who attend, the participants particularly, will find them absolutely awesome.
After leaving the Iguazu Falls, Camel Trophy will begin its long, hard drive across some of South America's great wildernesses. In all, a distance of 2,500 kilometers to cover in just 18 days. The event's first days will be spent in the company of the Iguazu River. Such a mammoth undertaking requires careful planning. The pre-scout for the event takes place a year in advance. From lessons learned on past events, the lead scouts know that what appears as a simple line on paper may prove very different in reality. Long abandoned remains of Jesuit missions bear witness to the violent past of this province, but today all is peace. Where the rivers Iguazu and Parana merge, their waters form an untroubled border for the 3 adjoining countries of Brazil, Argentina and Paraguay. It is here, appropriately for an international event, that the teams will make their way en route for Paraguay and the West. Pristine virgin forest will especially welcome those whose tires tread softly through nature's undisturbed kingdom. But it will not be too long before some familiar Camel Trophy conditions will need to be traversed. Learning to deal with adversity, it's all part of the fun. The local spectators may take more than a passing interest. Here, on the Estancias, 4 legs is still considered this year's model for an off-road vehicle. It is this colliding of technology and tradition that helps lend Camel Trophy its own flavor. Across the silt-laden water of the Rio Parana, Paraguay remains a landlocked enigma even to its neighbors. When the unknown beckons, travel arrangements become merely a means to an end. However, having proved their worth over many past events, it is Land Rover vehicles that will serve as the main means of transport for the competitors and support crews. Along the way, machines and their occupants will be pushed to the limit. After the mud-filled tracts of Paraguay, the swamps and marshes gradually yield to the sprawling lowlands of the Argentine Chaco. Travel here can change from day to day. Palm savanna surrenders its territory to stretches of cruel thorn scrub, the El Impenetrable of local legend. But this claustrophobic landscape then opens up onto flat expanses of featureless grassland. In this vast, virtually uninhabited region, some of the continent's highest temperatures are recorded. 45 degrees centigrade and 100% humidity levels are not unusual. But Camel Trophy is renowned for taking on some of the world's toughest terrain, and 1994 will be no exception. Eventually, the long haul into the west eases. An occasional straight road and a creaky but secure bridge heralds the first signs of civilization. But in this isolated corner, the traffic jams into town may be a little more bullish than back home. Salta, marks the sudden change from gradually rising lowland to a steeper mountain terrain. Lying in the fertile Lerma Valley, Salta has all the charms of a sophisticated Latin American city. The brightly colored tower of the San Francisco Church is said to be the tallest in South America. For the 300,000 inhabitants of this bustling provincial capital, there is much to be proud of in the richly decorated facades and palm-fringed esplanades that show off its colonial past. But this is the last outpost of civilization's creature comforts.